Hi there, welcome back to Full On Self Motivation Podcast. Have you ever caught yourself going the extra mile to make everything perfect for your family while barely giving yourself the basics? Maybe you serve everyone golden, perfectly round chapatis, but when it's your turn, you whip up a rushed, burnt one like it's all you deserve. That was me. And honestly, it was not about the chapatis at all. Today, I am diving into how that moment led me to uncover the TUG syndrome, taking us for granted. It is a quiet pattern that keeps so many moms stuck in a cycle of self sacrifice, feeling like giving endlessly is the ultimate measure of love. But here is the truth: claiming your worth doesn't take away from your family, it actually gives them more of the best version of you. Let's break free from the tug syndrome together. Ready? Let's dive in. When I was still figuring out this whole motherhood balance, one day I was standing in the kitchen making chapatis. My family sat at the table chatting, and I was on my third or fourth round of perfectly made chapatis, soft, round, golden, just the way I knew they loved them. And then I realized something. By the time I finally sat down to eat, it was like I was rushing to make one for myself without any of that care. My own chapati was uneven, slightly burnt on one side, with none of the effort I gave for the others. It hit me like a lightning bolt. This chapati was not just food, it was a reflection of how little time and care I gave to myself. It was a quiet truth I couldn't deny. I was taking myself for granted. It is those moments where you don't buy that new outfit because it feels indulgent. When you skip your exercise class because you are too busy. When you work yourself to exhaustion, telling yourself it's all for your family. That day I called the tug syndrome, taking us for granted. And I promised myself I would break it. Because here is what I realized. When I prioritized me, I was not taking away from my family. In fact, I had more energy, more peace, and more time to be present with them instead of showing up tired, frazzled, and resentful. Changing this was not easy. It felt selfish at first because so often we are taught that good mothers sacrifice everything. But let me tell you this: the best gift you can give your family is the best version of you. And that means prioritizing your time, your energy, and yes, even your chapati. Here is how I started breaking the tug syndrome. First is allowing yourself to acknowledge your needs. My needs are just as important as anyone else's. Second one, the one yes rule. For every yes I give to someone else, I make sure I say yes to myself too. Third is me time blocks. I schedule time for myself, not around leftover scraps of time, but as a priority. These simple shifts completely transformed my productivity, my time, and my energy. And they didn't just make my life better, they made my family's life better too. If this resonates with you, it is time to ask yourself, what is your burnt chapati? Or what small or big ways are you taking yourself for granted? And what is that one step you can take this week to start placing yourself back on your priority list? Thank you for joining me today. Remember, you are not just the caretaker of your family, you are the leader, and all great leaders know this. If you don't prioritize yourself, you can't lead with your full energy and heart. If today's story struck a chord, I would love to hear what your burnt chapati moment is. Send me a message or share it on social media and tag me. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode about why good enough is better than perfect when it comes to motherhood and success. Until then, take care of yourself and you deserve it.